I'm going to talk much more on the pathway program, but before that, I would like to introduce about the university. Then I would like to talk about the future perspective master's degree program, what we are offering, because this is like ultimate aim for everyone, why one should go for the pathway program. So therefore, I would like to start with the university introduction itself. I think most of you know about RWTH Aachen University. So RWTH Aachen University is one of the top university in not in only in Germany but also in whole Europe. Also, if you compare with the other universities in the QS World ranking itself, you will get to know about the status of the university. But to talk about specifically with the categories of universities in Germany, if you know the different categories in different let's say countries like USA, it is always they are talking about Ivy League. If you talk about India, then they are always talking about seven old IITs. So similarly, in Germany we do have a TU9, so top technical nine universities of Germany, and RWTH is part of it. Also, it is a part of Idea League. Idea League is nothing but it is a these are the five leading European universities of technology. RWTH is also part of it. Also, if you see the international collaboration of RWTH Aachen University, you will find many of the universities with whom RWTH is collaborating. For example, IIT Madras in India, we do have a strong collaboration or strategic collaborations with them. Everyone would like to see the always the US ranking or in general ranking and ratings. So if you look at the workshop, okay, it's one of the financial journal which is rating first for the industrial engineering and second for the mechanical engineering. If you look at the QS World Ranking 2026, it is 23rd worldwide in mechanical engineering. And if you look at the QS World Ranking, it's pretty close to the 100 universities globally. Um, just to give the glimpse of the employability also. So if you look at the students who are getting, let's say, absorbed in the same company where they are doing internship or master thesis, this number is 21%. And I'm talking about the overall number. If you look at the Indian students, this number is reaching up to 34 to 35%. And that means one out of five students are getting absorbed in the same company. But if you're talking about Indian students, almost one third of students are getting absorbed into the same industry where they're doing internship or master thesis. Almost 90% of our students are getting jobs within the first 6 months once they passed out. So if you look at the employability side of it, so it is a very strong number compared to the any other universities in Germany, or you can say in whole Europe. Why one should go for RWTH Aachen University master degree program? This is very typical questions one can ask, even though we know that QS World Ranking and other things. Here are I can give you the five reasons why one should join for master's degree in Aachen. For example, this is like a tailored master's degree program. So if you look at any of our program, it is always start with the basics and it goes into the fundamental. So this is also providing the, let's say these programs are already designed in such a way that you will get the specialized education. And most of the time, first semester is with lot of compulsory courses. But if you go for second and third semester, lot of flexibility to choose your masters, to choose your courses. So therefore, you can make your master's degree program attractive or of your interest and choosing the correct electives. Also, if you look at the research and practical focus, it is exactly combining the what is needed for the fundamental understanding and research scope, but also it is focusing on the practical things. So, which is like one can say that practical approach master's degree program. So it is going in a thin way line. So wherever you feel like going into the research, you can choose the master's courses in such a way that you'll end up with PhD, or you can go with such a programs where you see that industry is needed, then you will end up with a industry career. Also, of course, it is offered from RWTH Aachen University, which is a elite universities, one of the elite universities in Germany, and career growth. As I explained, a lot of career options you'll see if you get the advanced knowledge, not just orthodox program. Now orthodox programs are getting outdated, and new, modern, highly specialized, highly advanced programs are only getting the professional careers, jobs in the industry. We are offering different types of programs like mechanical engineering, techno management program, civil engineering, battery, interdisciplinary master's degree programs. That's what we are offering at RWTH Aachen University. As I said, there are many advantages of being at RWTH Aachen University for master's degree program. For example, it is application oriented approach. So whatever you see in the industry, these are the driven from the university, and most of the automobile, aerospace, as well as if you look at the health science, all these research projects are into the universities, and these universities are working on the research topic of the university, and then the industry ideas are driven. As I mentioned already, it's all the programs are interdisciplinary, most of them. So if you are not only depending upon the one field, but it is highly interdisciplinary. So many fields are contributing to this master degree program. So you do have the highly interdisciplinary knowledge. So it is easy for you to have the versatile expertise after the master degree program. Um, Most of our master degree program are around 25 students. So it is very much possible that you can get the specialized attention and you will get the unique professional profile. So we do have also student success manager from day one who are going to support you for your CV, your mock interview, your professional career path, or what to choose, what not to choose, and how to go ahead with your first semester itself. So there's like a specialization or as well as guidance also from our student success manager. And once you are done with the German degree of masters, then you do have a lot of globalized opportunities. So for example, you can end up with the Netherlands, or you can go into the US also once you have the degree from master degree from RWTH or from Germany. Another thing is most of the student, I can tell you from my experience, almost 99.9% students stay back in Germany for at least for 4 5 years. They are done with, then by the time they are done with the education loan, then they get financially well off, and then they decide for the then further steps. So but most of the students like to stay back in Germany instead of going for the international job market. But even though you go for it, you have 120 credit master's degree program, which is much valuable than UK or US master's degree program. Okay, so what are the master's degree program what we do have at our university? So mechanical engineering, if you look at, there are two typical master's degree program we do have. First one is computer aided mechanical engineering, where the focus is on design, modeling, and simulation. If you look at the smart production engineering, this is where you will find the three ideas mainly focusing on. First one is additive manufacturing. It's completely one master's degree program track. Another one is EV, electric mobility. This is today's demand. And third one is on a smart factory, which is called as Industry 4.0. So these are the three independent tracks are there under the smart production engineering. We do have also techno management program. So what you see from design modeling simulation, half of the part is technical and half is management. Similarly, it goes for the production system engineering, where the half part is of management and half part is technical. So therefore, who are interested in techno management field, they can go for this. I wouldn't recommend many of you to go for the management programs directly, because in typically in Europe, 4 5 years of work experience, and then they are going for the management skill. But here the opportunity is you can have let's say techno management expertise, and then you can end up with a in between field, which is having the good scope nowadays. Earlier, if you look at the placements, so most of the startups, small scale industry used to have the techno management people, but now a company like Boeing or defense industry, they also like to have techno management people because they would like to see the one person with the two, let's say, expertise, and then they can utilize them for everything. Okay, going further, interdisciplinary field. So we do have robotic system engineering there, where you'll find three independent track for three different bachelor degree programs. For example, for mechanical engineering, it is design and development. So they are actually dealing with a robot. Second one is data science and AI. So data science and AI is mainly for the IT, computer, then data science and ML AI people. So this is best field, data science and AI in robotics. Third one is for the electrical and electronics people, which is mainly focusing on the signaling automation. This is also one can touch it to the digital twins also. Another master degree program, what we have is battery system engineering. This is the future, and you will see that the content of the course is also amazing. It's more or less research lab oriented, practical oriented. So a lot of the presentation of the programs of courses, not just the theory part. So therefore, this is very much interesting program, and it is available at RWTH Aachen University. Another master's degree program, which is highly interdisciplinary, is textile engineering. So textile engineering from the engineering side, not the fashion side. So this is where focuses on material. Then it is about the mechanical part of the machines, how the textile machines are developed, and so many other things. And next master degree program, what we have is civil engineering, so which is resilient civil engineering, what we have. And mainly this program is focusing on the modern structure architecture, as well as the natural disasters, and the modeling or building of the new town planning. So it's a highly modern course of civil engineering. Okay. Why not the traditional master's degree programs are working, let's say not having the better scope right now in the industry? Because all these traditional master's degree program have a limited specialization scope. So just to give the example, uh, so IC engine, everybody likes here IC engine with a diesel and petrol car. So if you take the Europe example, right now there is no IC engine cars you see produced into the industry. They are everyone is shifted to the electrical. So that means if you see the automobile course, which is mainly focused on IC engine, and then HVAC and everything which is related to the IC engine. So IC engine is now outdated. So one has to have the specialized focus with modern courses or advanced courses, what you see in the modern industry. So therefore, I would recommend EV, not the IC engine master degree program. Then insufficient industry expertise. So there is always a limited emphasis on the practical applications and real world projects. So if you look at the traditional courses, whereas the modern courses are always having the industry problems, they are solving it and they are putting it into the syllabus. So therefore, the modern programs or interdisciplinary programs are really working well in Germany. Then restricted global opportunity, because if you have like traditional master degree program, then there's a lot of limitations. What the things currently going on is, like, let's say data science and AI and robotics, or data science in health sector. These are the highly demanded courses right now, and if you don't have that kind of syllabus for the master degree program, then it's not of use. Then lack of flexibility. So if you look at the orthodox courses, they don't providing the lot of flexibility into the syllabus. So this is where they are getting stuck with the opportunities. Okay, now coming back to the RWTH German Engineering College. So if you want to have like modern course, as well as if you would like to have the admission to the RWTH Aachen University, even though the grades, CGPAs, so today itself we made some kind of stories to our social media. This is where what we are saying is grade is not the only criteria for the getting into RWTH Aachen University. So it's not just the grade, but there are a lot of factors we are considering while selecting the students for master degree program. However, if you have a, let's say, not the good academic profile, I think Desai madam is also doing fantastic job in the profile building. But along with that, if you get the opportunity to get through the pathway program, that's the best thing could happen to you. So let's see the pathway program, what we are offering at RWTH Aachen University. So we are offering this RWTH German Engineering College. This is a 100% digital program. This is where you are going to learn the 5 courses for any of our master degree program. And this is going to be like mid of July till October, end of October, and November, December are the exam months. So all our professors are coming online live, and they're teaching these courses during this time period, and this will help you to get the fulfill the academic prerequisite and get direct pathway to master's degree program at RWTH Aachen University. Okay, so let's see the important benefits of RWTH GEC program. First, important is you will get the guaranteed and prioritize the admission to the master degree program at RWTH. You don't have to worry about GRE. So there is a replacement for the GRE through this GEC program. You're going to fulfill the academic prerequisites, especially those students from the electrical, IT, computer, and wants to join the data science and AI and robotics. They have this opportunity to get rid of all the academic prerequisites which are available right now with your current academic record or transcript. You can get rid of this all these prerequisite through this program. And then also there is a possibility to get the exclusive scholarship and discounts for the master's degree program. And another advantage is networking opportunities at RWTH. So because these are the professors who are going to teach you for the master degree program. So you are already building the networking opportunities in networking at the during the bridging course. Also, important thing is exams. So when you are entering to the another country, you don't know the system, you don't know the how the exams are going to come, even though you know from the seniors this is how the exams are going to come. Until and unless you face it, you are not going to get that intensity, or you are not going to get that clear idea. So therefore, this program will help you in order to give you the opportunity to learn or prepare the course, then go for the exam and see that how the exams are coming. So at the end of the day, you have the opportunity to learn how to prepare for the exams and how to get the knowledge from the course what professors are going to teach you. So that means you are well prepared before you are going into RWTH Aachen University. And talking about the scholarship, the top 2 students, GC students from India, will get 50% scholarship on the master's degree program. So this is a great opportunity for you. And as well as in the flyer, as Desai madam prepared, here for the GC program itself, you will have a 50% scholarship, effective 50% scholarship getting into this GC program. Now, further talking about the GC program, why one should choose it? So as I said, it will be like smooth transition into the master degree program, even though you are done your bachelor degree from India and with the different disciplines or different areas, you can get the smooth transition to the academic. As well as if you look at the alignment, or let's say if you look at the Indian university curriculum, and let's say example Latin American university curriculum, they are significantly different. But once you enter into the Germany with RWTH master degree program with the GEC, then you are already up to the mark where you could start your master degree program. I remember when I was in Stuttgart in the initial phase of my master degree program, we had to open the YouTube or Wikipedia and read the concept which we were missing. So for example, I also checked many of the IIT professors lectures on YouTube in order to understand some of the concept. For example, tensor. We always study vector and scalar, but we never studied tensor. When I was in Stuttgart and started my master's, that time the first chapter was application to tensors. I had no idea about the tensor itself. So this kind of things you will get rid of with this GC program, and you will have a smooth transition to the master degree program. As I explained, you will get the German education standards by experience after attending the GC program, and it is going to enhance the master's readiness. So you are already prepared to start your master's degree program at Aachen. It will also help you to give this strong foundation to the core engineering, like electronics, mechanics, and system engineering. Um, it is also interesting to see the robots, because even though someone from mechanical, we never studied the robots. But once you enter into robotic system engineering, you have no idea about the dynamics and the links and multi-bodies. So this is like the learning thing for you in the GEC program. Also, data science and AI, you know the data science coding and everything, but advanced knowledge with application on robots is what missing. So that means you need to understand the robot first in order to use your data science and AI skill, and learning the data science and AI advances to apply on the robotics is missing. So therefore, if you go with the GC program, you are already up to the mark in order to start your interdisciplinary career. Okay, so what are the different models you are going to see? What is your desired master degree program? Accordingly, the models are changing. So, for example, if you want to go for the robotics, then you need to choose the, let's say, fundamentals of mechanism theory and machine dynamics for robots, thermodynamics, mathematics. This is what you need to choose. If you are going for the design modeling simulation, which is a computer-aided mechanical engineering, you need to choose differently. Also, if you are interested in choosing the civil engineering, then we do have altogether different sets of courses. For example, fundamental structure analysis, building information modeling, introduction, and other things. Interestingly, battery system engineering, we do have also six courses, and you can take the five courses and fulfill these prerequisites academic. As I said, there are two standard ways. One is GRE way and the other one is GC way in order to get into the RWTH Aachen University. If you look at the GRE way, we do have 160 cont, 145 verbal, and 3.0 analytical writing. And this is like a discipline wise. Even though you get overall good marks, it's not going to help you. You need to have the discipline wise fulfill that minimum criteria. Okay, but battery system engineering is one of the course where even though you are done with the GRE, you are not going to get the admission until and unless you go with the GC way. So battery system engineering GC is mandatory. So if you look at the courses, thermodynamics one, foundation of chemistry, mechanics one, these are the fundamental courses needed for a battery. So you can ask me that, okay, might be these courses are difficult. No, it's not difficult, but you need to study them, and this is where I think your first steps comes in a picture, that to see yourself in the master degree program. For that, you need to prepare in order to have the your journey in a master degree program very smooth. um, and all these courses, five courses are mandatory. However, you can even pass three courses and go to Aachen, and one or two courses, whatever the remaining, you can complete in Aachen. So this is the flexibility what we can offer you from this RWTH GEC program. Okay, so if you're ready for the GEC program, then you can get in touch with us, or even with the Desai madam, and then we will prepare you or your documents for the GEC program. Then you can submit your application to RWTH GEC portal. This is standard portal. You will get the link, and then you can submit your application. Then this application will go in the review, because we are not directly selecting the students. We do have the interview. So we'd like to have an interview, because once you are accepted for the GC program, that means we have to provide you a confirmed seat in the master's degree program. Therefore, it's a more responsibility work. So therefore, we need to have the personal interview in order to proceed further, and then you will receive the admissions and you can start your journey as a GEC student in RWTH portal. Okay, just to give you the brief idea about the timeline, we are providing you the, let's say, all the supports at India office, as well as the same madam will give you all the supports to you in order to submit your application. Submitting an application deadline is 15th of June. So if you are deciding to go for a GC program, submit your application as soon as possible. The rough timeline is in the mid of July till October, you will have a live lectures. So this is like a block like lecture. So let's say example, mathematics 3 started this week, then it will be like 2 weeks mathematics 3. Once you are done with the mathematics 3, then might be control system, but you are not taking control system, so you are skipping it. So it's not like 3.5 months of continuous lecture. There might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of gap also in between. So totally depending upon what you are choosing it. And as I said, on depending upon your desired master's degree program, you are choosing the master's degree these courses of GEC. Therefore, mid-July till October, you are learning the courses from the live lecture and live sessions. And then in November and December, you'll have exam. So typically one exam per week. So you can give the exams. And then on the 2nd of December, portal will be open for the master's degree program of 2027. So therefore, once you are in the GEC program, you'll have smooth transition into master degree program application. And as I said, prioritize admissions and confirm admission. You will get it into the mid of February, and then you can complete the rest of the formalities like a visa and education loan and visa process later on. So therefore, this is the roughly timeline you can see it. Um, yeah. So again, digital learning experience. So why, I mean, we are confident with GEC program because this is like a digital learning. So wherever you are, you can have the access to the lectures, live lectures. You can attend it from anywhere, as well as let's say you miss 1 or 2 lectures, you can find it like already pre-recorded session in a portal, or live recorded sessions on the same day in the portal. So therefore, you have access to the live as well as pre-recorded sessions, as well as you will find the lecture notes. You will find the exams, old exams from India office, but from the formally, you will find the mock exams from the different professors also for that particular lectures also. Therefore, you will have plenty of materials in order to study, and you can study it. Let's say you have some doubts. There is a portal where you can ask questions. Let's say you are not satisfied with the answer, so you can ask for the time from professor for one-to-one discussion. This is also possible, as well as this is also, another thing is possible is you can ask questions in live lectures and exercise. So in order to get clarify your doubts. Last year we had a 35 around students, and those students who wanted to go this year for GEC program or for the master's degree program through GEC program, they all of them made it. So it's not difficult, but it is one need to spend time on the GEC program. Okay, so just to give the glimpse of the one semester abroad program also what we do have, but I'll go through it quickly because this is what not the focus of today. If you're interested, you can get in touch with Desai madam as well as India office. So one semester abroad program, what we are offering at RWTH Aachen University, if you are student of second year or third year, then you are eligible for this program, because we would like to have the student for the 7th semester. And the GEC program, what I presented here, you need to do it in the third year or second year or first year itself. So you can do that program initially in the first, second, or third year, and then fourth year, first semester, you are traveling to RWTH Aachen University for full one semester. Of course, whatever the advantage of GEC you have, you will get same advantages in the 3+1+2 programs, also one semester abroad program. As I said, today's topic is GEC, so I don't want to go into detail. You can get in touch with us. So how we are planning for the GEC, this 3+1+2 program, I can explain you later on. So coming back to the career opportunity after this. So RWTH Aachen University providing this strong industry network. So we do have, so just to give the example, robotics, we do have more than 15 companies who are looking for robotic engineering and who are in good touch with RWTH, who are providing the internship, master thesis, as well as job opportunities at their respective places for the robotic system engineering student. If you look at the industry focused program, so all our programs are too much practical oriented. Whatever the problems or whatever the things going in the industry, you will see here with the fundamental knowledge. as well as research-based approach and the solution for the current industry needs. You'll find it in our curriculum. Most of the students, they don't go for a job seeker visa, but still, just for the information, 18 months of job search visa you will get it after the graduation from RWTH. However, most of the students get the student status, and during the student status itself, the most of the students get the job, so you don't have to worry about this 18-month job search visa. And as I said, if you look at the employability ranking of the QS, then also you'll find RWTH in the top list in Germany as well as in Europe. Our student success manager is really helping a lot for the students in order to build their career. Also, we are offering the career night, networking nights, as well as we are offering, let's talk about the master thesis program, master thesis. There are a lot of opportunities we are providing, like career days, job fairs, application workshops, application to the different industry. And you can see on right hand side, you just name it and you will find it here. Even though there are very few are presented here, but you can imagine now, it's a university budget is 1.1 billion euros, and out of that 50%, so 0.55 percent, the 0.55 billion of euros is coming from industry. So that means we do have very, very strong collaboration. So you just name the company and you'll find out collaborations with them. So for example, robot company Kuka to Mercedes to GRE Waiver. So you will find all the leaders in the industry in collaboration with RWTH Aachen University. Yes, with this, I would like to say thanks. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture.